coming. Okay, we're moving on to B and C, which have been interchanged. So item C, which is consideration of July 4th, 2008 fireworks contract with J&M Displays Incorporated. You want to speak to that?
Sure. I invited Laura Zimmerman to be here with us tonight. One of the things that's going on with this agreement that's before us is as the backer of the fireworks display for the Chautauqua Days event, we have been asked to be the signer on the agreement with a company that they propose making a multi-year agreement with for the purposes of purchasing, setting up, and actually shooting. Thank you. The fireworks on July 4th. This would be a combined 4-year agreement. We had separated out 08 since it's its own agreement, and then the second contract was in 09 through 011. They are mutually inclusive. If we do not approve one agreement, the contractor is not interested in approving only one of the two agreements. He would only accept approving of the two agreements combined. I asked Laura to come here if you have any specific questions in line with the actual vendor. Between the two of us, we should be able to answer your questions.
I think one thing I need to clarify is July 5th would be the fireworks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
4th.
I am sorry.
The other thing is, I believe that a contract could be signed just for this year without the multi-year agreement. The only thing it does is it changes our pricing and our display for this year if we don't sign the multi-year agreement.
I'd like to tell you that I have talked to Jack Phillips in the fire department because I wanted to know how the cost associated with the contract compares to what the fireman cost was. And he said they need at least 10 people minimum. Usually they have 15. Cost $100 a person to get them trained. The only training they can take is in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so they have to pay mileage. It has to be, they have to recertify every 3 years. So in the long run, the cost associated with having our own fire department do it is actually going to be more. And then we run the risk of having a work comp claim as well if somebody gets injured.
That and this company carries their own insurance, and they specialize in shooting fireworks. So I believe it's a safer environment for everybody, including financially it's a safer environment for the school and for the city. If we have another company coming in with their own certificate of insurance and their own specialty.
Do you know how much your insurance coverage is?
You have a copy of the insurance.
Yeah.
Actually, I have it right here. Here's a copy of the certificate of liability insurance.
One of our concerns, Laura, was that if the chamber or the donators for this would opt out in the next years, we would want to write in there some stipulation that the city was not required to pay the entire cost of it. So that would kind of be a side contract.
Who was the
with the
contract
chamber
with?
of
Is it
Commerce.
with the city or with the chamber?
The contract for the event would be between the city and J&M Displays, because the city actually has our insurance for Chautauqua Days each year, in that this is our one community celebration that we are allowed under the city's insurance per year. So rather than paying for another special event through Chautauqua Days for insurance, this is the one event per year that the city's insurance will cover without additional premium.
What happened if we signed both contracts and first year at the flop and didn't like the work, didn't like the fireworks?
I have every confidence that we will appreciate the work of them. I have visited with John Scott, who has been organizing the fireworks in Lakeview for several years now, has worked with this company for several years, has been very happy with them. The city of Lakeview has been very happy with them. I visited with this gentleman on the phone who's very passionate about shooting the fireworks. I talked to him this afternoon, almost couldn't get off the phone with him. I have no fears about us not being satisfied with this company as far as shooting our fireworks. I have done the background checks on it and gotten recommendations from other communities, so I feel very comfortable in recommending them for this decision.
I think it's worth noting that the city has committed to $1,500 for this year's fireworks. I thought that's just something I should notify all of you on the issue, that that's what our commitment in next year's budget is for, is a $1,500 coverage.
And each year, the community chest donates towards Chautauqua Days, specifically for the fireworks also. So,
I can tell you that if we didn't have money for the fireworks, it would be the first time since I've been involved in this, and I started in 1971. People want to see those fireworks. So.
I think we would be able to get contributions. If it came to a financial standpoint, I think the community would like to have their fireworks for Chautauqua Days, and I think the community would donate toward a fireworks display if that's what needed to happen in the future.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question I already know the answer to, but I
Okay.
want to hear I want the council to hear it.
Mhm.
In our package, there was a discussion about concerns about being able to use the school property.